and this is the Sunday Energy Update where I go into what to expect for the energy for the week moving forward. And this week is a little bit special just because I did tap in to what's going on within our airplane or with our airplanes because there's so much airplane stuff happening. And for those that don't know, I just started my pilot license journey, and now we got planes wrecking, planes catching on fire, freaking, I don't know, all kinds of craziness going on. Helicopters running in the airplanes, just crazy, weird stuff. So, and it's not just one thing that's happening, it's like different things within the airplane zone of things that keeps happening. So I wanted to fill into that. So I did. And I'm not going to keep everyone waiting for that. That's going to be the first thing that I am going to go into. So anyway, just wanted to give you the rundown if you've never seen this before. This is my Sunday energy update. And I do go over the energy for the week and anything special like that. And usually I give kind of a prediction of something that's going to happen throughout the week. I did give a prediction last week of something's going to happen with a glacier, and I didn't see anything big that happened with a glacier. So I don't know what went on with that. I did do some research on I think I googled, did anything happen with a glacier this week, and there was like 13 different things that actually did happen with a glacier. Like one of them ripped off and is heading towards a country, and another one flipped upside down. There were some things, but just nothing big. So I just didn't really count that, and I just leave it at that. But anyway, most of the other things came true. And if you have watched the Sunday energy updates, I didn't look back because I didn't have time. I kind of got on here a little bit later than usual. But in one of my energy updates recently, I was talking about the planes and how there's going to be some things going on with the planes. But I think it was more so that we were basically going to be in an energy of being afraid to fly. And it's going to kind of hold us to our zones instead of flying and instead of... flying, we're driving or just staying put basically, and it takes less traveling going on. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go into this. If for some reason you can't catch it all, you can catch it back on YouTube in probably about an hour or so when I upload it. So anyway, first thing I am going to talk about is the planes. And when I started to feel into this, I was kind of like, because I like to go into things just blank and not saying, this is what's happening. I know this is what's happening. So I did have to meditate for a little while to just go blank on this and feel into it. And I wanted it to be some kind of like, the elites are doing this or the government's doing something or whatever, but it just didn't come across as that. So what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling with this plane stuff is that when we had all that UFO stuff happening, if everybody remembers that, because we do have short-term memory in the world, a month or two ago, I think it was in December, there were the UFO sightings over in I think it was New Jersey, and honestly, it was all over the country, the world actually. There was a lot of people everywhere seeing them. And at that time, the collective focus of the world was focused on the sky. Now, when we focused on the sky, we started to focus on the good and the bad, but there was a lot of negative that was manifested through that ordeal, meaning we were looking at the sky, we were saying, oh my gosh, there's UFOs in the sky, they're going to shoot down our planes, what if they mess with the planes, and oh man, they're messing with the electronics on the drones that we're sending out and just stuff like that. And what I'm getting is that the stuff that's happening with our air system right now has all been manifested by the collective of Earth, basically. We have manifested this energy that is surrounding our airplanes, because it's not just like an airplane crashes and all the airplanes are crashing. It's that there's airplanes catching on fire. There's airplanes running off of runways. There's airplanes doing a nosedive. There's planes getting hit by helicopters. And like a wing of a plane just hit one of the little trucks that go on the runway. Just a bunch of weird stuff happening, and it is all because, in my opinion, and from what I'm hearing, it's all because of all of our attention that was given towards the sky, given towards our air system. So, with that being said, it kind of puts that energy out there. And then the airplanes and all the stuff in the sky are going to be surrounded by that energy. And what will happen is it's going to dissipate. With each wreck, the fear builds, but the manifesting energy dissipates. And that might not make sense to you, but I promise you it does make sense. And the manifestation energy drops and the fear rises, but that the fear only lasts for like a day with us because we forget what the heck's going on. So anyway, that's what's happening with there, and I almost think that that's why I was so led towards the airplane, like getting my pilot license and stuff like that, which I'm still going to do because I love flying. I think it was amazing, but I think it was because that airplane system needed healing, and I think that I think maybe I was feeling that and I misinterpreted it as I need to get my pilot license or something along those lines. So what I would ask for everyone to do that's watching this, I mean, I think right now it says I have like nine people watching. Usually I have about 50-ish people that end up watching this all together. But if you can just spread the word, and if you can do it as well, hold a moment to send some good, positive, manifesting energy out into the world for our airplane system. When I go to meditate, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to send some good, positive energy out into the airfield and just visualize everything going great. So if you can do that, just send some love and some positive energy. That would really help things within our plane stuff. So anyway, that's a good reminder and a good reminder and a good example of how our collective energy works. You know, if you go I don't know, all the time and you're afraid that you're going to wreck or something, like someone in your family or you saw a wreck on Facebook and it made you really afraid, so you're kind of afraid that you're going to wreck. Well, your energy, if you continue to play that possibility of you wrecking your car in your head, that energy starts to surround you and your car while you're driving, and you end up getting into a wreck. There's oftentimes a delay there. It's like that manifestation energy builds up, and then the event stops, but that manifestation energy continues to build. Then the big boom happens, and then that manifestation energy starts to dwindle and go away. And sometimes it can just instantly go away, but other times it takes a while to go away. So just understand that's how our manifestation energy works. So on a collective level, yes, we're doing this with our airfield, but on an individual level, you can do the same thing to your life. So just be mindful of that and try to keep your mind set as positive as possible, and try to keep your self-talk and just your manifesting that's happening as good as possible. Because if you're always envisioning the worst in every situation, you're going to start getting the worst in every situation. So please try to just remember that. All right. So that's kind of what I have about with our airplanes. So now I'm going to move on to just kind of the energy that's going on this week. I don't have a ton today. Usually I have 3 pages, and today I only have a page and a half. So we'll go through what we go through, and then we'll chat a little bit. If anybody has any questions about anything or wants to throw anything in there, feel free to go in the chat, and we'll talk and so on. All right, so this week is going to be about... all right, so this week we're moving into an energy, and we're already in this energy of fear and uncertainty. And we've had this a lot this year already. We've been in this fear and this uncertainty energy. So it might sound like I'm repeating myself, which I guess I am in a sense, but that's what's happening right now. If we've had the same president and nothing's changed like drastically like it has, it wouldn't be this every single week. Maybe it would, because fear is all that stuff down our throat. But this week is about fear and uncertainty. So that's on a collective level. When you look on a personal level, that's going to translate down to you as well. So you're going to be in a place where you may feel fear and uncertainty about your future, or about situations in life, or about your relationships, or and so on, or all of the above. You may feel it with all of them, and you may be lucky and not. And that's great. That's the goal, right? We want to get in our own little bubble to where we don't experience that. Doing bright light protection, doing energy cleansing on yourself will help you a ton with all of that, and to where you're not experiencing that like everyone else is. Now, with that being said, you have the choice to push forward. You can push forward through your fears and push yourself out of your comfort zone. And I will tell you that when you do that, it is one of the most rewarding things ever. And like literally with the pilot stuff, when I went to go do my first pilot lesson, it was like 25-mile-an-hour winds or gust that was happening, and it can go up to 40 a little bit later in the day. And we were flying, and I actually landed the airplane in, I think it was a seven freaking miles per hour wind. There we go. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. It was a crosswind, 7 miles per hour. And then when we landed, it was 17. So, but what I'm getting at with that, I was getting sidetracked, is that she asked me, do you want to land? And I'm like, man, this is way out of my comfort zone, but I feel I can do it, and I'm going to do it. And then getting in that plane when I know it's going to be windy and all these planes are crashing, all this stuff's happening, I pushed myself to get over that fear and get out of my comfort zone, and I'm so happy that I did. And then on another level, public speaking. Back in the day, I had terrible stage fright. I couldn't sit in front of 3 people. I mean, I guess 3. I couldn't sit in front of like 5 or more people and talk without having terrible stage fright, feeling like I'm going to pass out and so on. And I pushed myself to do it a couple of times, and I am so glad that I did, and it changed me as a person. So allow yourself to move through the fear and the and move in or out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself. Now, the uncertainty is the way that can show up for us is where you have a situation and you just don't know where that path lies, like what's going to happen with that. For example, like a relationship, you could be like, I'm in the relationship and I'm feeling uncertain about it. I don't know where it's going. Or I have this job and I'm feeling uncertain with that. I don't know where that's going, and so on. So that's how it can translate into us. And so then piggybacking on that, another collective energy that's going to be there is one of like trimming down the excessive buildup of energy around us. Like any built up energy around us that's negative, that's going to be that's an energy that we are moving into, where you're kind of being told this week, or just in general at this time, being reminded that there's a lot of gunk within your energy field if you're not if you are not regularly doing energy cleansing on yourself, or getting an energy cleansing, or whatever. It is a good reminder to trim that energy back. And what's going to happen is when you start to trim that energy back, and I say trim, and I never say trim. I don't know why, but that's what was coming through. It was like tall weeds, and we're trimming those tall weeds that's overgrown within our energy field. And when we do, we start to find pieces of ourselves that we forgot about. So when you start to cleanse and clear that energy, that negative energy, or just it doesn't even have to necessarily be negative, just the excessive old built up energy around you, when you start to cleanse that away, you start to find pieces of yourself. And you start to remember, this was me, or this is how I used to be, or this is a part of me that I need to integrate within, and it helps you within that manner. So the way that you can do that is getting an energy healing from someone like myself, or an energy healer around, or doing some energy cleansing yourself, meaning like cleansing and clearing, bringing in bright white light and so on. But not even just that. More importantly is releasing that negative or old stagnant energy that is surrounding you. Now, you can do this in the form of cleansing and getting an energy healing. You can do it with like doing a cord cutting ceremony. You can also do it with like writing a release letter and then burning that release letter and just letting go of all that. Or you write that letter and then you say it out loud and then you burn it and you release that stuff, that energy that no longer serves you. This is a good time for that. This week, especially, is a good time for that. In my opinion, it's always a good time for that, but that's what has came up for this week. So allow yourself to move through that and release, because you're going to find some parts of yourself that you forgot about or that you never even knew about, that's going to really complement you and help you in life. All right, so then one thing that I did see is that the president, Trump, is going to have the rug pulled out from under him. And I don't know what that means. That was all I got. I asked for more, and that was all that I got. So let's keep an eye on that and see what that means. I know that's obviously vague, but that's what I got. So let's see what happens with that. And then let's see. Oh, yeah, I wanted to look this up. So I don't know what the Bill Clinton Foundation is. Like, I don't know what it is. I know it's something that he founded that does something. And I don't even know if it does anything anymore. I have no clue. But what I will say is that I kept hearing that when I was asking for messages or asking what was going to happen this week. So I feel like there's going to be something unveiled or revealed that has to do with the Clinton Foundation. And I don't even know what the Clinton Foundation does or what it represents or whatever. I have my own opinions on the Clintons and all that, and as we all do, but there's something's going to come up with that this week. So pay attention to that as well. And then this one's a big one, is we are going to be in lion energy this week. Now, lion energy, like the cat, the lion, lion energy helps with our courage, and it helps us move forward through our fear, and it helps us just feel empowered and courageous and just strong and so on. So I don't know where we're at as far as like planetary alignment and all that stuff. I don't know where we're at as far as like oh shoot, what am I trying to, your sign, like your I'm losing the word. Anyway, like your sign, like I'm in Aries and so on. Your astrology, anyway, whatever, your sign. So we're gonna, I don't know where we're at with all that, but I do know that I was shown that we are in lion energy right now, and we can draw from that energy. Now you can do this many different ways. You can literally Google a picture of a lion and you can bring on that energy. You can do that anytime in life, and you can bring that courageous, powerful energy into you, and it gives you that courage, it gives you that strength and that drive. But right now, the energetically wise, we are in that energy. So draw from that to allow yourself to move forward in any situation that you need to, and get that courage, get that that power. What else do I have? The strength, whatever all we have. Or whatever you need, get it from the lion this week. You can look up a picture, you can close your eyes and visualize a lion, or you can just call down the energy of the lion, and that will help you get through this week with the uncertainty and whatever else I had. What was it? Uncertainty and fear. So, with all that being said, that is what I have for this week's energy update. Again, I told you it was a little bit of a shorter one, but I do want to go over or talk about a couple things that are really important that's going on this week actually. So first thing I have is tomorrow I do have my healing circle. So I cut out the Sunday energy update part of it, and we're just going to tomorrow we're just going to meet and say whatever's on our mind or our heart or what we're thankful for or anything like that. And if you do want to, that's fine. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. And then we're going to move into healing. We did it last week, and it was absolutely amazing. It was just me and Rebecca there that were doing the healing, and the validation that people get is just amazing. I've never really done healing circles like that. And I never really heard of them that much until Melissa started doing it and told me about it. And I will say it was really, really fun and really, really cool, because the validation that the people that were receiving healing were getting from when I got on, and I'm like, I'm seeing this energy and it's doing this, and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through, and whatever. We clear it out, and they get a lot from it. And then Rebecca was doing the same. That's every Monday at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. at the Center for Healing and Integration at 5332 Rapid Run Road. Other than that, this week, Wednesday, I have my Fundamentals of Spirituality series happening on Wednesday at 6 p.m. And that is going to be... Hold on, let me get it. I forgot it already. I pulled it up and then forgot about it. It is going to be how to connect with our intuition. All right, how to connect with our intuition and connect to archangels. So that is good. It's a free class. It's going to be live on Facebook, not in person. And I will be going over that this week on Wednesday at 6 p.m. So tune into that. It'll be very informational. And then kind of just to piggyback on that, I do have my intuition building course that is in the comments right now. I put it in there. Excuse me. It is a $40 course that is 33 videos, 10 hours of stuff that is giving you techniques and practices and explaining all that you need to know about intuition to get you started. I have a few people that's taken that class or the course already, and they have reached out and said they absolutely love it, and they are having dreams now, and they have some questions about the dreams and all that kind of stuff. So it's a great course. And then I also have my chakra bonding course that is tagged at the bottom of the first comment in there. And that course is a life-changing course that I actually took, and that's what changed my life and got me to where I am now. So if you're feeling like you need a little boost or you need to get unstuck in life and you want to connect with your body, your energy, your intuition, your guides, universe, God, all that, that's a good course for you. With all that being said, take a look at all the events going on at the center this week. We have a few of them. And I am starting tomorrow, I'm starting a new online course that is going to be, I think, I haven't done it yet, but this is what I have in mind, is that it's going to be about, oh crap, I can't even remember what it's going to be about now. Something along the lines of getting you out of your stuck energy, I think, is what I had. I wrote it down. I just can't remember what it was now. But anyway, I'm going to be starting to make more courses, and ultimately I'm going to have the academy that is there where you can go in and have take a course that helps you with anything. Like if you're feeling stuck in life right now and you feel like you're not able to move forward, here's a $40 class, a $20 class, a $30 class. I am making all of this stuff affordable for everyone because I think everyone needs to have access to it, and I think it needs to not break the bank. And it's not because I think that my courses aren't worth it, because I truly think, like for the intuition building course, I think I could charge $300 or more for that class. There is so much in there, but I'm not going to, because I want everyone to be able to take it and feel like they can afford to take it. And then the chakra bonding class is easy, $1,000 class, but I have that at like $135 or something like that. It's just all cheap, and that's what I'm trying to do. With all that being said, I am going to make an academy that has everything, and I am continuing each week to build on that. So that's going to be there, and that's going to be a monthly fee. That will be something along the lines of like $80 or $70 or $90, something like that. And you can take every single course as much as you want, including the chakra bonding course. You can take those courses for that monthly fee. But I want to get another like 2 or 3 classes in that academy before I open that up to a monthly service. But it'll be well worth your money. And I'm doing it online because I want this to be able to reach everyone in the world, not just my little community that I live in, which I wanted to touch them as well. And I am going to start doing some in-person stuff as well with those, or according to those classes. So tune in on Wednesday and look or watch the intuition class, and maybe think about getting the intuition building course to help you open up your intuition, or maybe the Wednesday course will answer all the questions that you have. Who knows? So anyway, with all that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. If you are on Facebook, all that's in the comment section. If you are on YouTube, all of that is in the description underneath the video. If anyone has any questions on Facebook, feel free to ask them now before I end the live. And if anybody has any questions on YouTube, leave a comment. I get notifications. It might take me a day or so to get to it, but I will answer your question in the comment section of that video. And I think that's it. So I hope everyone has a great week, and send some good energy to the planes, send some good energy out to the universe, and just try to stay positive, not fearful, courageous, tap into the lion energy, and so on. And Anne, I see your comment. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being awesome and all that good stuff. I'll talk to you all later. See ya.